I love the area teams. I'm a super fan.
Obviously, even as we're doing draft prep, paying a lot of attention to the Major League Club and, and the needs there, whether it's day-to-day transactions or kind of looking more longer term now that the trade deadline is very much on the horizon. It felt a lot further away when people first started writing about it 2-3 weeks ago, but now it's just around the corner. Once things pick up after the All-Star break, it'll just be a couple weeks. So, we've had some conversations, and I think kind of laying some groundwork and understanding where teams are, as has been written. I think a lot of there's still a big middle in Major League Baseball right now, and there's probably a little bit more sorting out of the standings that's got to happen over the next week, 10 days to sort of define the market a little more clearly. I think it sort of validated our belief in spring training. This is a good team, and, we've had our ups and downs health-wise, we've had our ups and downs performance-wise, but, I think we are a playoff team, a playoff caliber team, and there's certainly expectations that that'll continue. It's interesting. Beyond the health, we've had individual players go through ups and downs too, and I just it's baseball's not to sort of get too philosophical, but baseball really is a marathon. It's not a sprint, and sometimes these guys get evaluated like it's a marathon. A guy has a bad couple starts or a bad 2 weeks, and suddenly it's like, we got to go trade for somebody, and so we've been talking a lot about kind of taking a longer view of things, whether it comes to the team. I mean, we've been, we started off really poorly, and then we got really hot, and now we've cooled off a little bit, and kind of try to evaluate things in totality as much as you can. So, and I think particularly with young players, we've had young players come up and be really hot and get really cold, and I think for us to create an environment that's as consistent as possible gives them the best chance for success.
Looking at the season so far as a whole, what would you say are kind of like the best, like kind of the positives that stick out to you versus what are some things that maybe are kind of frustrating or disappointing to you about how this season's gone so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think as an organization, we feel really good about how the season's gone, and obviously there's a long way to go. And like we talked about in the offseason and in spring training, we're still kind of going to define our success as actually making the playoffs. I obviously it's been nice seeing some of the guys come up and make an impact for us, but really an equally positive for us, and probably, even I guess it sort of, their thunder got stolen a little bit by some of the young guys coming up and creating a lot of excitement. Is just what we've gotten from guys like Thyro and JD Davis and Lamont and Yaz. I mean, this kind of group of, I guess younger veteran guys who've kind of come up over the last couple of years and been big contributors for us, and their consistency has been huge for us. In terms of, and I would say the bullpen, obviously our bullpen's really been phenomenal, and that's been really good to see. I think I wouldn't quite say it was disappointing, but what we're hoping to see in the next 2-3 weeks leading up to the deadline is a little bit more definition and clarity on the pitching staff. I mean, I think we would love to have a group of 5 guys that just got the ball every 5th day, and even though we've had success in the bullpen games and we've got guys who are willing to buy in, I think it's just the most comfortable thing for everybody is just have 5-man rotation and be giving 5 guys the ball every 5th day to try to get deep into games. So that's hopefully we start seeing a little bit more of that in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I've always, teams that I've been around that have really gotten on rolls, they kind of have that where you've got 5 starters who are sort of feeding off of each other and, keeping a roll going. So hopefully we can kind of move more in that direction.
How great has it been for you this year to see Camilo Duvall develop into an all-star?
It's been awesome, and I mean, I know you guys probably saw it or talked about it. I thought like the speech he made to the team when he made the All-Star team, that was really cool, you know. And it's probably the most I've ever heard Camilo speak, so that was also really cool. But I mean, in some ways, it sort of demonstrates what I think we want to continue to do more of, is like give our Spanish speakers a platform and an opportunity to. I don't think we, whether it's internally as an organization or baseball as a whole, really maybe do the best job we could do of hearing those voices and perspectives. So that was kind of the reminder for me. But yeah, I mean, look, he's done an incredible job, and I just bring that up because I think it's beyond the performance. He's become a real leader and a real presence in our clubhouse. It's been great to see.